So, just got back from doing a favor for a friend. Now, funny thing. I've done shows in the past. My wife used to sell Tupperware. I helped her with so many events. We used to go all over the state. She was really big into it. She had the company car and everything. Was top saleswoman of her district. And I would do a lot of her advertising, and I would set up her tables, and I was really good at that. And I would book the events, and I was a good booking manager, and I would get her shows, buy her the table, set her up, flea markets, events, fairs. And I got a lot of experience in that. And of course, my eBay store and all that, and top rated out of 1,000. So a friend of mine needed help over the weekend. He goes, I'm working the big flea market. And I said, well, it was about an hour from where I live. I says, I owe him a favor. I says, I'll come help you, in case you got to use the bathroom or whatever. He says, well, I got a lot of inventory. I says, it's fine. Now, I used to have a winter house in Florida, down by Tampa. And, when I used to go there in the winter, I used to work the flea markets. And the guy that used to run the flea market there, he would cry when I would go back to Jersey. Because I was phenomenal over there. I had the people laughing. He goes, your commentary, the way you talk, the way you speak to the customers, you draw them in. You're like a great salesman. You know a lot about the products. Whatever it was, I knew how to display stuff. I knew what to put what front, what to catch somebody's eye, what not to. So, because I used to take marketing and business and all that. So I did that for a few months in Florida. So the guy says, I'd love to have you help me out. So I helped him out. We sold pretty much almost everything off of his tables. So then he called me. He said, Sean, he said, I would like to start selling some video games. At least I don't want to have a just video game store. Because I like to bring my shoes and my clothes and my perfumes, and people know that I have purses, and I have, some lawn equipment. But I would like to have a table or two dedicated to some gaming. So, I have 3-4 rooms filled with arcade games and retro and extra stuff that I throw on eBay. So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you some inventory to start out with. Give me a percentage. See how you do and take it from there, and then go get your own, inventory. Start shopping. I gave him some links on some cheap sites. We have a place down by me, and I know the owner. And I told him you can get some stuff real dirt cheap and flip it. So I got him going with 2 full tables. By the end of the night, about 85% of the table was sold. This guy couldn't believe it. How I moved this stuff. This guy couldn't believe how I moved a lot of stuff. And some of the stuff he had was expensive. I had a really nice Atari 2600 wood grain. Beautiful. I'm actually getting him a Vader edition. Some decent NES loose carts. Some decent boxed Saturn. What else did we have? We had a couple the PlayStation 1, the long box, like the original long box with the sponges inside, and what did we have? Resident Evil Director's Cut, Twisted Metal, a couple others. All sold. This guy was like flipping out. I had it was a roughed up Dreamcast, but it sold. A whole box of controllers that were mixed. N64 controllers. Oh, I had my old. I got a ton of them, but one of the Genesis. I brought over my Sega Genesis. I said, "Here, just take it." Sold that. A box of Game Boy games that we had purchased off of eBay, cheap, loose. Loose carts came in like a box, a bin. He sold pretty much the whole thing. The light thing that goes over the Game Boy, the light, sold that. The magnifier, sold that. A decent shape Game Gear. So, and I was bringing the people in and I was telling them, hey, you into gaming? Hey, you got a son, daughter, whatever? And I would see the kid and he would kind of be peeking over and I'd bring him in. And it was just, between that and everything, the whole night was just a success. So he said, that's it, man. I'm going to start concentrating on this. So for the upcoming event, we're going to be ready. I might even have 3 or 4 tables just for the gaming. And I'm going to do it with him again, and we're going to split everything in half. As far as the gaming, the other stuff, he's on his own. That's his stuff. But I'm going to help him out again and bring some of my stuff, and then we're just going to go crazy. And he's excited. Oh, he's doing some Pokemon cards, too. Now, I got $1,000 Charizards, mint. So I can always get my guy involved, my Pokemon card dealer involved, too. But, because he's always looking for places to sell. But I don't want to take this guy's fire away from him. I said, you know what? Don't go crazy yet. Go one step at a time and try the games out and see how, where it goes. But now he's starting to already get people that are, getting ready to come back because there's some big game collectors that had stopped by when we set this stuff up. And I am really excited. And, it's I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be a good endeavor for him. And it's a different change of pace than selling the same thing, clothes and purses and shoes and lawn mowers and blowers and magnets and cups and mugs. I said, now you got something really interesting, and he's interested in video games, so this is cool stuff for him, He's even bought a few things for himself. But I said, now you got some nice pocket cash where you could go buy yourself what you really want, that new system or whatever you want. So pretty cool. We're going to try it out again, and we're going to take it from there. But, yeah, eventually I think we're going to set up our own gaming shop. And it's going to be good. And I said, you know what? Go where the money goes. It can pay for itself immediately. And the place where he's at, it doesn't cost a lot to set up. So he's got it made. So, and he's locked in. He's got like some kind of contract. So sounds good. And I can't wait to see what's next. I'll have to give you guys an update, but I'm really excited. So yeah, new adventures, new things to add to the resume, but no stranger to selling in retail, that's for sure. Been there, done that. Take care, guys. Oh, and there was some serious trim there. Oh my God. Whoo! I had to keep showing my ring. Just the facts. Just the facts. Remember that on Die Hard? Take care, everybody. Until the next episode.